to the Champions League final now. It's a great one on paper, of course. Bayern Munich, PSG, and you must really feel that all the pressure's on PSG, given what they've spent in recent years. And as far as firepower is concerned, they should be okay. Here's their manager, Thomas Tuchel.
Oui, avec sa qualité et avec sa qualité, avec sa confiance, avec son talent, il va retrouver la précision, je suis sûr. Moi, je peux peut-être faire rien parce que qu'est-ce que je peux dire Neymar pour comment faire un but? Je vais faire peut-être 2 buts dans ma carrière. Et voilà, je peux dire rien parce que qui peut lui aider, mais il marque dans l'entraînement et il va marquer encore. Maintenant, il joue exceptionnel. Il est très très fort. Il a vraiment la mentalité, la faim de gagner, de montrer qu'il est capable d'être un des meilleurs joueurs du monde et qu'il est capable de pousser cette équipe avec Kylian. Et c'est bien, ça c'est le plus important. Et voilà, s'il marque pendant le final, je suis absolument content.
Talking about Neymar there, of course, 3 years ago, 220 million euros he cost. And since then, he's been accused of being arrogant and selfish, missed some big games through injury, wouldn't pass the ball. But then this year, he's playing, it seems like a much more of a team player in the knockout phase in particular. And Neymar's been just brilliant so far, right, Ricky? Is it just maturation, do you think, or anything else that has seen him elevate his game, it seems?
No, I think perception. So when he obviously was playing for Barcelona, he's surrounded by other big stars. Over here, I think he's more the main man. You got obviously Kylian Mbappe is fantastic, but I think perception, because I've always rated Neymar as a special player. He's won big stuff already. I think he's the top goal scorer in Brazilian football history for the national team. So he's already done a lot. I was going to ask you, what makes you think, say the word selfish at the time?
Because he puts himself above the team tactics in big games. Not so much this year, but in previous years for sure. And away from home in particular, he just hasn't shown up. And you need this guy to show up. We understand that. And, you know, when you're paid that much and your transfer fee's that big, you have to deliver on the big stage. And up until now, he just hasn't done it, in my opinion.
Yeah, go. What was you going to say, Tim?
I'd say I'd look into his fitness a little bit. I don't think he's been 100% since he's been at PSG. I think he's found that now. I'd say his form and confidence is as good as it's been in his career right now. He was unbelievable in the semifinal. I think he's just playing. He's not overthinking things right now. He's finding space. He's receiving the ball on the move now, which makes him very difficult to defend. He's obviously got tons of quality around him. He's flowing right now, which is excellent. You're not going to get a whole bunch defensively. Don't try to change a player.
No, I understand that. I mean, perception, you're right there, Ricky. I mean, he has won a lot. You know, he's got a pretty big trophy cabinet, let's be honest here. You know, Liga, and he's won it 3 times. But, you know, you could put me in that team and I'll win Liga.
I love it.
Maybe not, maybe not. A couple of Coupe de France's and Coupe de Ligue, which, by the way, is no longer after this season. He's won 2 of those. So he's done well, but he was brought in to win the Champions League. That's why he was brought in. And that's my point. This guy can turn a game, he can dominate a game, and only now he's seeing it.
Yeah, I just think that you're bringing one guy in to win the Champions League is not even realistic thinking. But I would say this, Neymar is so talented that what happens is people are going to point their finger at him and say, oh, look, because he's a skillful player. He's quite selfish with the ball, and as Terry knows as a coach, you need people like that to be like that. So what I think happens is sometimes when it doesn't go their way, or we're winning the Champions League or anything like that, or qualifying to the finals, which they've now done, people then start to point the finger at him and say he's selfish. When he's injured, he's injured. Do you know what I mean?
Sure.
And people sometimes, especially in the media, they don't realise when players are going for an injury, it's not because they want to. Do you know what I mean?
Would you say, Rolo, too, like he, you know, is obviously making a fortune. He comes in for a crazy number to PSG that he tries to do a little bit too much as well on the ball?
No, I don't think so. That's Neymar. Go and look up his stuff when he was playing for Sao Paulo, when he played for Brazil. That's what they... I think when you're spending that money...
That's not when he played for Brazil, right? And when teams are set and he's trying to do too much, that, look, you're playing against good sides, it's difficult to break them down. But when he's using his teammates and getting into half spaces and receiving it on the fly and not trying to be the hero, that he's a little bit more successful.
But you are right, though. I mean, certainly he's football's more than just one player. I get that, but when you get that much money and your team pays that much money for you, I think they expect more. And maybe this is a year. Maybe you all be shut up.